Hey pen people, Brian here. For the week of Independence Day, my family and I drove from northern Utah to spend a few days in southeast Idaho. My wife has a brother there, and as it happens, so do I. So in this video, I want to tell you all about our adventures, as well as talk about how I brought my fountain pen hobby along for the ride. I always aspire to pack light for these kinds of things, though I'm not always very good at it. If I'm not careful, I end up taking an army of pens and a skyscraper stack of notebooks that I use for different things. So I decided that for this trip, I would just take one fountain pen and one notebook. The pen I chose to bring is my relatively new Violet Blackberry Lamy Safari. It's got a really nice, fine nib on it, and over the years, I've really grown to enjoy and trust the Safari, so if I can have only one pen on me, that's going to be the one. I also took my Bastion ballpoint pen, and even though I like it, I made a point of not using it and just having it on hand as a backup. For my notebook, I brought a Field Notes Signs of Spring edition that I've been working on for the last little while. I carried it in my new Lochby Pocket Journal, which is amazing, and I can't wait to do a video just about that. Technically, I did bring two notebooks with me, but the second was a pocket notebook I made myself that was simply there as a backup in case I filled up the field notes I was using, which was actually my goal. Often when I'm out and about, I don't actually write as much as I want to, so I tried to push myself to either fill up my field notes, which was about half full at the beginning of the trip, or use all the ink in my Lamy Safari. These were fun challenges, but the reality of having two kids to entertain and take care of is that you don't actually have that much downtime. So I didn't reach either of my goals, but I still wrote more than I usually do on trips, and I enjoyed it. Side note, as another part of packing light, I brought no shoes or socks on this trip. Just my trusty Bedrock hiking sandals, which are good for most things, but on the 4th we hiked through a lava field and there was cactus everywhere. When I was a kid, I got a cactus stuck in my ankle and it was not fun. Their spines have a grain to them, and when they stick to you, they do not want to let go. But fortunately, I didn't kick any cacti this time around. As for our other adventures, we ate a lot of good food, including pulled pork that my brother smoked for roughly 19 hours. We went to parks, played in a creek. We carefully played along the bank of the Snake River, which was very full and moving very fast. But the kids had fun putting their feet in and throwing rocks. And we saw a heron fishing along the opposite bank, as well as osprey up in a giant nest, which was very cool. We also went to Reed's Dairy for their famous chocolate milk, which they thicken with potato flakes, which sounds weird, but it's really good. It's the creamiest chocolate milk you'll ever drink. And it's Idaho, so potatoes are everywhere. Anyway, we went for chocolate potato milk and ended up staying for the delicious ice cream. Overall, we had a blast, even though we had some minor car problems, and our daughter got an upset stomach right at the very end. But overall, it was a fantastic trip. I enjoyed all the time with family, as well as a few quiet moments putting my thoughts on paper. And plot twists, even though I didn't bring any shoes on this trip, my brother gave me 2 pairs that didn't fit him. Thanks, John. If you want to see more fun fountain pen content, YouTube thinks you might like this video. Thanks for watching.